Right guys, so it's been over a year since we did the conservatory ceiling, since we insulated it and plasterboarded it all, and I'm back with like an update on how it's performed, basically how it's been, how we've lived with it, if it's been any better, if it's been worse, you know, anything that we would have changed if we could. So yeah, and there's going to be just like a little tour as well of the conservatory afterwards. As I say, we've lived with it for a year now. It's gone through all the seasons. The dreaded one being winter. I mean, summer was still a dreaded one because I'm in a south-facing back garden, and the heat was just unbearable. You just could not come in this room at all. It's sometimes, you know, you had to have the windows open, the back door open. It was just so hot all of the time. I mean, it melted candles and all sorts, you know. You just couldn't see it, basically. So a year later, guys, and I can report, absolute best thing ever to do. Honestly, best thing that we've done. I mean, if we had the money, you know, and the time and the inclination, probably, you know, an extension would have been nice, but we were working with what we had, and I can honestly say it's worked out really good. We've had no mould and mildew, none. Yeah. Before, the windows used to be absolutely soaking. I mean, really wet. Yes, they do get misted up, I'm not going to lie, because, you know, the back door gets opened when I'm cooking, so they have misted up, but they haven't been absolutely puddles. You know, there would be like puddles on the windowsills and things. Nothing like that. No dampness, like sort of I showed you in the first video when we moved the chair and the sofa. There was like mildew, mouldy mildew on the walls. Absolutely nothing like that when we've moved them this year. Cleaning like behind, you know, nothing. It's absolutely nothing's leaked, touch wood. Nothing at all. Yeah, the only thing what's happened, and it's nothing, it's just purely cosmetic, but I don't know if you can see there, there's like a little bit there and a little bit there where you know, when we've put the plasterboard up and there's the screws below the plaster, so we just need to fill that, just fill it in and repaint it, and yeah, that's it. It's happened in 2 places, I think. Yeah, just them 2 places where it's happened. The wall, absolutely fine. It's really warm in here now. It's not, I mean, it's a warm day today, and you can just sit in here really comfortably now. Like in the summer, we used it for the first time, obviously, last summer. Yeah, absolute great. You know, it wasn't roasting hot. You could just sit in, you could watch the TV. Actually, I usually have a TV here, but in the glare, usually you got like loads of glare on the screen from like these windows, and then it would be coming in through the ceiling as well. So definitely not as much glare on the TV, so you can actually watch TV better. So, okay, from the outside point of view, it looks exactly the same as it would normally, conservatory roof. Why we've did it this way is because in the future, when the price drops for, you know, like the Tapcore lightweight tiles, we're planning on putting a roof over the top of this. So putting more insulation in, and then the Tapcore roof on the top of this. So that's the plan. And I must add as well that we have no heating in this conservatory. The only thing we have is this little heater here. So it's honestly performed great since we've did the 2 walls and the ceiling. And I think once we get a radiator in here, or some underfloor heating, or whatever, you know, we just bought this just as the, you know, just as it for the interim period. So when we do get the heating in here, the radiator, it's just going to be like part of the house. You know, it's not going to be any colder. And in fact, I've always wanted to sort of knock this wall out. When we had this conservatory built, which was about 17 years ago, when we built this, I wanted this wall knocked out, and like a breakfast bar here. It's kind of all trendy now actually, but it was just too cold. It was, you know, far too cold. Well, that's what the builder said. He said it's going to be freezing if you do it like that, so we didn't bother. And I'm glad we didn't, because we would have absolutely froze. The house would have been so cold because of the coldness in here. But you could knock this wall out now, even without the heating in here. You could knock that wall out and still like be fine. But as I say, it's going to be great with the radiators in. So we're planning on doing that this year, putting like radiator in. So I'm not sure where we're going to put it, whether we're going to put it behind there or whether we'll put it here. We can't really put it in the beer, yes, because it's got these glass bricks in, so that will block that. So yeah, I don't know, but yeah, definitely worth doing. So yeah, I'm just gonna go through a little conservatory tour. So yeah, as you can see, it's two Victorians like shaped conservatories with a bit in the middle, or as it was always referred to when I got it like designed, the Madonna. Well, it'll show you how long ago it was. So yeah, let's start. Where should we start, guys? We'll start here. So this kind of, so you come in from a kitchen door here, and this is like another kind of lounge area. So I normally do my videos here, sitting here. You can see a little Colin now on the side. So yeah, we've just got two sofas. We're kind of using this one to separate the area, to make like this area a separate area from this side. Not much I can see here actually. I mean, the blinds I've had for years, you know, just roller blinds, they're great, you know, privacy. Curtains, I've put these curtains up, they do need altering. These are great for in the winter, you know, we draw them. And the little fire, I got that off Facebook Marketplace. I picked it up, I think it was only about £25, so it was quite a bargain. Dogs are going crazy. Just some ferny things, that pampas grass things that I got from Home Bargains last year. The vases from TK Maxx, I think, or Dunelm, I'm not quite sure. Just a load of ornaments on the windowsill, which I'm going to change up. Little monkey, my little monkey from a recent haul. Yeah, we did the panelling on the wall. This is all like sort of DIY MDF panelling that we did, which is lovely. It's worked out really nice. I like that. Again, some lights, just like little wall lights. I'm going to change out these sockets. I don't like them anymore. I'm going to change them out for, hey, look at that, there's dust on there. That's the worst thing with the panelling though. It does collect dust, you know. Anyway, yes, I'm going to change these sockets out. I just don't feel like they fit with the room anymore. So yeah, another one this side. Right, so this side, this is sort of the dining area. So just my dining table. I've had this for absolute years. You know, crikey, I must have had it over 20 years. I think I got it when, you know, not long after I moved here actually. Little plant from IKEA. Another plant from IKEA. I really do like IKEA. Just a china cabinet. Where I keep some of my china. I've got absolutely loads of that. And I've got just like little bits up here. I need to clear this out. These flowers were bought for me when they're like a little booty. They were bought for me when I had Emma. And there's just like sentimental things in here. You know, that's my book here when I got married. That's the topper off my wedding cake when I got married. Just bits of china. This one was when no, that one was Emma's. That's when I had Emma, and the other one's when I had my other daughter Sasha. Anyway, yeah, so, oh, and my cricket machine, guys, if you're wondering about that, there it is. It's just stuck on the edge of the dining table. I will get around to using it. I've obviously set it up, and yeah, I just haven't had the time. I haven't had the time to do anything with it. This is a bit messy. This is just sort of our home office, sort of where, you know, work from home. Yeah, we've got a captain's desk and a captain's chair, the computer, you know, just various sort of pens and officey things, I guess, in the drawers. I'm not going to go into that. I can't go into that. Filing cabinet. Look at the dogs at the door. Filing cabinet and our printer and fax. Yeah, is this? Yeah, guys, a fax machine. How old? But it works, you know. It works, and it's, yeah, but fax. Okay. So I think that, yeah, that's the conservatory, but it's really cozy now. Absolutely love sitting in here. It's beautiful. You know, so it's, if you're having like a warm day, sorry, I'm spinning around with the camera a bit. If it's a warm day, it's quite cooling in here now. You can come and sit in and not be like, oh, having to go in the kitchen, because before you had to go in the house to cool down. It got so warm in here. And alternatively, in the winter, you know, you can sit out here. You can just put that little heater on. I mean, there is times when you do need the heater on, don't get me wrong, but that's enough. You know, this little heater it warms this place up enough, and it's huge. It is huge. I think it's about 70 cubic meters or something like that. So yeah, it heats it up really, really well. So and you know what, in the winter as well, especially with the rise in fuel bills, even if it's like a, you know, a cold day outside but it's sunny, with the sun coming in through the windows, it just warms it up lovely, and it keeps the heat. You know, the heat, you can retain the heat in here. So sometimes I just sit in here in the winter. I don't even sit in the living room. I sit out here because it's warmer, you know, just with the natural, you know, shine of the sun coming in through the windows, warming it up. It's absolutely lovely. So if you're thinking about doing, you know, if you don't use it, if you feel like your conservatory is not getting used at all, I would honestly recommend doing this to your ceiling. My other videos, obviously like a kind of DIY tutorial thing on it, just explaining how we did it. So I would, yeah, it's not really expensive either. I can't really remember the costs of it all. I think it came to about £600 or £700, but I can't remember if that was to do the panelling as well, the wood for the panelling. So I would say maybe it's about £650, but this is huge. This is a huge, and we had a lot of wastage, you know, with all of these angles. You know, so if yours is like pretty much rectangular, square, like a less complex shape, then it's not going to cost anywhere near that, you know, for you to do it. And again, I mean, I've put curtains up. I bought this pole, it's for base. I bought that from Dunelm. They are expensive, they're about £60 a pole. But yeah, it's the only one I could get that would fit there. And with putting the curtains up by the window, it looks more like a room, because people don't really put curtains up in a conservatory. You just tend to have them, you know, them blinds, vertical blinds, and I think that makes it look more conservatory looking like. But when you put curtains up, it starts to kind of look more like a room, part of your house. And again, I mean, I've got this full glass door here, and if I got a different door, it would again look like more like a extension. But I like the glass door. The dogs love the glass door, you know. I can see them when they're out there, so I'm keeping the glass door. It's all scratched, you know, off the little claws, and the nose prints are terrible on it. I've got the 2 glass doors. I've got this one, and I've got this one here as well. So the nose prints and paw prints are always on there. And that white vinegar, the Star Drops white vinegar spray, is really good. So I was thinking about painting this wall. We did panel it and we did paint it this kind of cream colour. It's just cream all the way around. I think it's called Natural Twine. And it's just a bit, I don't know, I'm just not loving the colour. It does make it look really light in here, but I'm fancying something different. So I picked up some samples from B&Q, and I picked up I like the Valspar paint, so I picked up loads of samples in the Valspar paint. I'm going for like a green colour, unless you haven't guessed. I'm after sort of a green colour, so not these ones because these are quite light. I was thinking something deeper. Now this is the Farrow and Ball range, but so that's the colours in this one. I do kind of like the Colk green. That looks quite nice. There's Breakfast Room green. I'm not sure if that'd be too light. And there's what's that, Yeebridge green. So yeah, there's those from Farrow and Ball. The Dulux, where is the Dulux chart? I usually like Dulux paint as well. Oh, there we go. These are the Dulux colours. Oh, okay. So I'm not really liking any of them. There's only really the Everglade Forest. Oh wow, I'm pretty much underwhelmed by the colour chart for Dulux. I wonder if there's another colour chart and I'm missing something. No guys, that is it. That's the colour chart. Okay. Yeah, that is all the colours. Okay, so I'm not going to go for any in there. And we've got this Good Home paint, which is B&Q's own range paint. So I don't know, I've never used this one. I don't know what it's like, but what I don't want is something that's going to take 100 coats, you know, when I can just do it with Dulux in about 2 coats. So I don't know what this paint's like. Does anybody know? If you've used it, can you let me know in the comments, like what the coverage was like, how many coats you had to do and things like that, and whether it was like watery or whether it was like quite thick. So these are the greens. I must say the only one that's standing out is the Limerick. Yeah, the Limerick. So I'm thinking, do you know what, it's probably going to be between, unless this one's really good paint, I'm leaning towards either the Farrow and Ball or the Valspar. Now I know Farrow and Ball's really expensive, isn't it? But what I'm probably going to do is see if I like this colour. I'm going to get it mixed. I'm just going to ask at the counter, mix that one in the Valspar, because I do like Valspar. So guys, do you know what, I'm gonna put these up on the wall and see which ones we like. Right guys, so I've stuck all of the samples on the wall there, and I've put sort of the chair beside it and the cushion, just sort of see which ones match better. Yeah. So, this is quite difficult, isn't it? I do think this one's called Privet Hedge. I do think that's really dark. So I'm just going to take that one off. I think this is going to be like a process of elimination. Do you know what? I'm just going to put the cushion like there. So I'm thinking that Cobblestone Moss, which is this one here, is again not the one, is it? I'm going to get a tripod. Should I get a tripod? No. Cobblestone moss is not the colour. So I'm going to remove that one. Just take that off. Now the next one that I think is just too bright and doesn't go with the furniture or the cushion is that one. Guys, what do you think? This is the eclectic green. I don't think that one really matches. Cushion. I'm thinking this one, trailing ivy, needs to go. That doesn't really match either. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting somewhere, aren't we? Yeah. Maybe see if I put the cushion. Bear with me, guys. There. Wow, this is quite hard. Oh, I'm really not sure. It's a lot of choice, isn't there? I'll just go through what we've got left. There's World Peas, Grassy Cliff, Leaps and Bounds, Aloe Vera, Hyde Park, Thai Basil, Herbs de Provence, Pajira, I don't even know what that says. Potager, Kissinghurst Garden, Cotswold Hills, Sleepy Hamlet, Loire Valley, Catnip, Fertile Fern, Rooftop Garden. So it's one of these, guys. It's one of these. So which one do you think it is? I think I'm going to get rid of that one. That is too green. Again, I think I'm going to get rid of this one. I think World Peas can go as well. It's a big Kermit colour, isn't it? Leaps and Bounds too light. What do you think, guys? That's too light, isn't it? I mean, considering the colour of the chairs, they're quite dark. So I'm thinking, yeah, that one's too light. Let's have a step back. Oh my goodness. I think I'm going to not choose Catnip or Fertile Fern. Right, okay. I think Loire Valley is too dark, maybe. I mean, it is a light room, so I can't get away with going dark. So that's what we're left with, guys. These are, yeah, I think, what do you think? Herbs de Provence needs to go, doesn't it? This one, yeah. We'll get rid of that one. I'm going to have to paint. Look, I've pulled the paint off. It's got to be done now, guys. I've pulled the paint off. Oh my goodness. We're left with, I think Sleepy Hamlet needs to go. Oh, we're getting somewhere. I think that's too olivey green, Grassy Cliff. So we'll take that one off. Right, so we're left with these. I'll rearrange them so we can have a better look at them all together. Right, guys, so these are the ones that we're left with. So we did really, really well getting rid of some of them. But I do like all of these, you know. I really like all of them. I just don't know. I think I'm going to have to get paint samples and paint each panel. Like paint this panel in one and, you know, yeah, because I really can't decide. I do like the rooftop garden here. That's this one. Like with the cushion. there's aloe vera, Hyde Park, Thai basil and Cotswold Hills. Oh, do you know what? I think that aloe vera is a bit dark. Yeah, we'll get rid of aloe vera. Oh, so we're left with 4 now. Wow. Does anybody else like this when they're choosing paint? I am terrible. Terrible. It takes me forever to choose paint. So these are the 4 colours. Just going to show you that's the seat. What we're trying to get, like, it doesn't have to be matchy, but we're trying to get, like, you know, on, so everything kind of blends together. I mean, looking at it from here, from where I am here, oh, I don't know, I can't choose, guys. I can't choose. Honestly, I need help. I'm going to leave these up here. I really can't decide between these 4 colours. I like them all. I really can't choose. Help me. Let me know which is your favourite in the comments, which you think matches. So I'll just tell you what we're left with. So from left to right, we've got Cotswold Hills, we've got Thai basil, Hyde Park and Rooftop Garden. Which one? Answers on a postcard, please. If you can just drop me a comment down below, tell me what you think. Yeah, much appreciated. Thanks. So yeah, guys, I hope this was informative, and yeah, I can just honestly say, best thing we ever did. We've not had any problems with it, touch wood, no leakages, nothing. We did seal everything within an inch of its life before we actually started putting insulation up and plasterboard. But if you're thinking about doing it, do it. You won't regret it. If you've liked this video, please give me the thumbs up, and please hit that subscribe button, and that would be great. I just want to thank you for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you found it informative, and I just want to say have a lovely day, and bye bye for now. Bye.